Yes, good evening. Today is 27th February 2022, and we are looking at this Nifty chart, Nifty 50 chart. In my earlier videos also I have mentioned that for me, this Nifty has been looking like a head and shoulder pattern. This was what I had thought was the head and shoulder, and then I had also mentioned that this would be the something we call it as retracement, and from there my target was this 15,910. Today also, even now, there's no talk of whether there's no sign of whether this 15,910 will be breached or not be breached, or what will happen. That is another mystery that is there. Anyway, if you look at the chart now, it seems like 16,817 or 16,820. I'm not so particular about the numbers, not so very specific about the numbers, but I would say somewhere around 16,800 or so, or 820 or so. 820 seems to be a better figure. So 16,820 seems to be a very, very strong resistance, first resistance. And once that resistance is broken, then along this line, there is a resistance. So if Nifty has to go up, it has to break this trend line. And that is a very, very a foregone conclusion that this will only break provided the war stops. Or if the war worsens, then the first stop is 15,910. That is where the head and shoulder has its ultimate ultimate target. And if Nifty doesn't stop at 15,914, God forbid, Bhagwan bachaye, then the target is 14,465. So I am somebody who is trying to call this market down by 2,000 points from here. If war doesn't stop the way it is expected to stop. Okay, so this is about Nifty. Let me go to Sensex straight away. Sensex also has a similar pattern. So 53,300 is the support, and ultimate target is if this support is broken, then the ultimate target is 48,181. Let me also write the trend line there. So this trend line has to be broken for Sensex to go up. This trend line is, depends on the date, maybe 57,340, 300 or 15,608, depends on the time again, as time goes on. So that's about Sensex. Let's look at Bank Nifty. I don't want to take too much of your time. Bank Nifty has given a breakdown. The breakdown, what Bank Nifty gave, the target was 35,200, which it has hit and come back. So as of now, Bank Nifty is in no trade zone. I think Bank Nifty will resume its upward travel only at 38,780. But one major issue with Bank Nifty, if you look at Bank Nifty, there also seems to be a small head and shoulder happening here, but uh, I don't think this is cause for concern. Okay, so that takes care of Bank Nifty. Now, quickly, let me go to some bellwether stocks because we don't have too much time. So, one, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Reliance Industries, you can see this is the support line, Reliance Industries. And my target for Reliance Industries was actually something like this level, that is 2275, which it has already hit and come back. But still, I'm not very bullish. I'll become bullish only. I think Reliance will be bullish only after 2464. Beyond that, only Reliance will be bullish. Let's look at TCS. TCS is a big enigma, big confusion. Whatever sell signal had come here at 3782, the target is also fulfilled at 3413. In fact, it went down all the way to 3401. Next resistance is along this line. But because of the buyback, I am expecting TCS to go beyond 4,000. Infosys will become bullish at this juncture, 1817. That is where Infosys will become bullish. And as far as its sell signal is concerned, it gave a sell signal at 1831, and the target was 1706, so that is achieved. Let's take Tata Motors, which is one of the darlings of the stock market these days. Tata Motors, the flag is, you can see those two blue lines of the flag. There was one false breakdown of the flag, but that happened and it closed this gap. This gap was closed back, and then Tata Motors is back. So Tata Motors earlier had a breakout level which was much higher. Now Tata Motors breakout level is 498. If it breaks 498, then it will hit 530, and if it breaks 530, then you have a straight 200 rupees jump. But don't know when this will happen, but this is what it's the expectation. Tata Steel. Tata Steel has gave a sell signal, hit the target and come back, but it will only get bullish after 1221. Finally, I think I will take L&T. L&T has had given a sell signal much long back. That was, I think, on 21st January at 1946. Target was 1807. It has already hit 1807. Now it will give a buy signal only after 1926. I don't recommend anything between once the target is hit, because you don't know where it is going, because you can see here. You can see the trend line here. Trend line is negative, so only if it breaks this trend line, then you can think of buying L&T. I think that's it for today. Let's hope that good sense prevails and war is called off sooner, so that things will fall in place. If the war is called off within this week, I think we are poised for a new high on the market. Otherwise, you can expect Nifty to go to 15,900. Thank you very much. Thank you. Dear friends, I request all of you to kindly share these videos, like them, and subscribe to my channel. I will be periodically giving videos on the market, and hopefully let us all learn together. Thank you very much.